Today, the Cabinet, in its 46th meeting, approved 10 proposals from across 6 departments. The first approval was for OSWAS 3.0. This is Government of Odisha's flagship project, whereby all files are done online. The idea is to have a paperless office. And through this, we are trying to take it right up to the block level, so that not just state level and district level, but now up to block level, we will be paperless. Now to do that, 122 crore project has been approved today, which will be taken up by Messrs. TCS, and we are hoping that A, we will reach all the blocks, go for paperless office. B, it will also have an AI component, which will make it even more useful. And 3, it improves the accountability, transparency, etc. And we can, even if we are sitting in Malkangiri, we don't need to take files, we can just do our files from there. And in this 3.0, we are also including a provision that you will not even need a VPN if you go out. You can just do it as it will be web-enabled. So this is a step in the direction of Digital India, and I hope that it is going to be useful for all our officers. The other one from E&IT department relates to amendment in the semiconductor manufacturing and fabless policy. Now, as perhaps some of you are aware, Indian Semiconductor Mission 2.0 has recently been launched. To align our policy with the Government of India ISM 2.0, we have brought certain amendments in our policy. The first amendment is that we have now increased the coverage of the policy. So now we have also included semiconductor equipment, semiconductor grade chemicals, specialty gases, advanced materials. All these things are also now going to be part of the policy. Apart from that, an additional fiscal support of 25% of the eligible capex will be given to all these industries. As you are aware, Odisha has already been getting a lot of traction now in the semiconductor space. And we have 6M, we have 3DG glass, we have RIR, we have SAN code, and recently you may have heard we had an MOU with Intel for setting up an advanced packaging using the glass substrate. So lot of investments are coming in, and I think with these changes we expect that some more will be coming out. There were 2 amendments to 2 of our policies from Energy Department. One is the Odisha Renewable Energy Policy, and the other is the Odisha Pump Storage Policy. In the Odisha Renewable Energy Policy, some of the changes that have been made are: A, extension of electricity duty exemption at the rate of 50 paise per unit to eligible net metering consumers on consumption of energy within the state for a period of 10 years. B, 20 paise per unit state transmission utility charge exemption for standalone battery energy storage systems. 3, rationalization of wind power project allocation framework. We had a cap that you can take only up till 500 megawatt, but since we have already achieved 493, there was a need to do away with this cap. So that has been removed. Rather, we will now be promoting wind power parks much in the nature of solar parks, and the right of first refusal of up to 25% for RE captive projects, and GRIDCO will be the nodal agency henceforth. Up till now it was the ESC. For Odisha pumped storage projects, which is, as you are aware, that we take water from a reservoir which is higher to a reservoir which is lower and make hydel power, and then use solar power to take it up and again use it. So by doing this we also conserve water, and so this policy also has some parts of it have been revised, and in this is one of the most economical options for long duration energy storage. And here we are doing the same, that 25% up to 25% right of refusal will be there, and and even CPSUs and SPSUs, if they come in self-identified locations, we will be giving them on nomination basis. And whatever else, there was a registration window which has been extended from 3 weeks to 3 months, and some other smaller irritants have now been ironed out. From Water Resources Department, a very huge scheme of 12,458 crore was approved today. This is for providing irrigation through mega lift projects in the upland areas of the state. 161 projects using state funds for 5 years up to 2031 to irrigate 2.62 lakh hectares and to benefit 7 lakh farmers. So this is a wonderful scheme by which, since we take the water through underground pipelines, it is not only more efficient, we also take less time because you don't need land acquisition, etc. And also it lends itself more easily to micro irrigation. So we are hoping that it would lead to crop diversification. Another scheme from the Water Resources Department which was approved is extension of their scheme improvement to tanks and MIPs. It is a 389 crore scheme for a period of 4 years, where 515 new MIPs and 165 spillover projects will be taken up. And the spillover projects, what we mean is that they will be desilting, strengthening of dam embankments, repair of spillways, canal improvements, etc. And we are hoping that by doing all this, we will be able to revive or consolidate 15,700 hectares, and it will be a very big boon to the farmers. From Women and Child Development Department, there is a scheme called Jashoda, under which we had another scheme called Ashirvad. This is for our orphan children or children whose parents for some reason are incapacitated, or children affected by HIV, and or those who lost their families during COVID-19. And Ashirvad was specifically for the last segment. And it is a 296.99 crore scheme, wherein we provide scholarships to the children. If they stay with their extended family, we give some stipend type of thing to them. We also, in case marriage assistance is required or coaching assistance is required, all that is provided to the children through this. The Cabinet also approved Malti Devi Prak Vidyalaya Paridhan Yojana, wherein we provide uniforms to children in the age group of 3 to 6 years who are in our Anganwadis. You may have seen our small children in Anganwadis wearing those beautiful pink and navy blue dresses. So we provide 2 sets of the uniform, 2 sets of socks, 1 pair of shoes and 1 sweater during the course of the year. And this is a very useful thing because the child then feels enthused to go there, and also if some of them don't have that kind of wherewithal, then it is a good thing. And also they feel as a team in the school. This is also a 586 crore scheme, and it will be benefiting 14.76 lakh preschool children and help in improving their attendance and all that. And this will be provided by our self-help groups and such agencies which are manufacturing or making these clothes. Then another thing which was approved was the Odisha Civil Services Rehabilitation Assistance Rules of 2026. This has been simplified. There were a lot of issues that were coming up by the people who go into distress after the loss of a loved one and who is in service. And after that, they have to run, sometimes they had to run from pillar to post to get various certificates, and there were 100 points where they were evaluated. Many of them lost out by a little, and so they were running around sometimes, and therefore we have done away with this 100-point evaluation system. If anyone is in distress and wants to join in Group D, they will be given. There was earlier a limit that only 50% of the Group D posts will be kept for RA. Now we have lifted that also. They don't need any such certificates. They have to come. If they are in distress, that has to be shown, and then they can be given this. So we have simplified this for employees and their loved ones, especially at a time when they are under distress.
लेटेस्ट न्यूज अपडेट पाई www.nowodisha.com को लॉगिन करंतु।